watching KARE 11 News in high definition. This is KARE 11 News Saturday.
And once again, the world is watching and waiting for Prince William and Kate Middleton to say I do. Britain's royal wedding is next Friday, April 29th. It's going to be so much fun. Well, joining us with the royal buzz are Bruce Vassar and Matthew Treadle. Thank you for being with us this morning. Good morning. They are, of course, the wedding guys, so how appropriate that we would have them here days before the wedding. I don't know, decade, century, millennium, what do we have here?
Definitely our generation.
Our generation, I like that. I like that. So importantly, you folks are actually jumping on a plane tomorrow and going to where again?
We're going to London.
Nice, nice. And what will you be doing there?
Actually, we're actually getting the royal treatment. We're actually flying over, leaving tomorrow. We're going to be there for a week. Delta Vacations actually put us up in swanky hotels, and we are doing interviews all week long to give our viewers, your viewers, and interested parties, basically the backside of how a royal wedding comes together.
That will be so fabulous because, of course, that city, like the world, will be abuzz with activity about this little event, as we mentioned, this pretty significant event. You know, we're looking at this wedding and we know that these people, William and Kate themselves, are already icons, but also the event itself will probably be setting some trends. Is that true, Bruce? What are we looking at?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, they're already, well, this week and next week, they're actually having like half days where businesses are closing because there's so many parties.
Interesting.
But you're going to start seeing a lot more trends, trends in fashion. She's going to set the next trends for bridal gowns. So we're thinking she's coming out in sleeves.
Interesting.
She's also, we think the bridal gown is actually being made in Buckingham Palace or Clarence House, and that's why no one knows what's going on with the gown, because you can't get any more protection than that. We're looking at the fascinators that the women are wearing. They're actually going to be used for bridesmaids in the next year. So probably more in the back of the head, kind of reminiscent of the 60s with the little tiny veils that the bridesmaids used to wear.
Beautiful. Will it be a game day decision? I mean, will she have several dresses to choose from, do you think? And then she's just going to say, you know what, I'm going to go with this one. Or does she have the dress already?
No, she has the dress because they actually have, she's going to wear a very long train. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Just too much material to work.
But she will actually practice with a train similar to the length the night before the wedding in Westminster Abbey, so that they make sure that the train doesn't go back and forth and that it follows a complete line down the aisle.
Very good. Let's look at some of this. This is obviously beautiful. We've got a little tiara here getting us in the mood of this royal wedding. What else do we have out here? Just in case people are throwing those parties, right?
Well, what's really interesting is the trends that they're setting are actually very American in style. So actually what they normally do is have what's called the wedding breakfast, and normally that's a sit-down breakfast. They're not doing that. They're actually having a reception for 600 people, champagne and canapes, right after the wedding. So all of their guests, or 600 of their guests of the 2,000 at the ceremony will go over to Buckingham Palace and enjoy canapes, and then they're actually doing an evening reception. Normally they would go off in the afternoon and go on their honeymoon. They're actually having a very American-style wedding reception in the evening with a dance and party.
So you have to imagine that this couple is going to be getting up in the very early hours, 5 a.m., 4 a.m. to get ready, and they're going to be going until in the wee hours of the morning. It's going to be one long day.
And you know, there's so many things that are going on with the wedding, like the transportation for Kate and why she's arriving in the car. And really the reason she's arriving in the car is because the glass coach is not bulletproof. And with the scare with Prince Charles and Camilla a few months ago, that's why they went to the car. And then some of the other things, there's actually 3 florists that are making the flowers for the church or for the abbey, and they don't know who's doing the bouquet yet, but we predict that there's 2 things that she will have in that bouquet, and one is the Easter lily, which is very reminiscent of Princess Alexandra in 1935, and then she's going, and this is our prediction, she's going to have the pink Princess Diana English rose in her bouquet. And no one is talking about that yet, but we really think that that's going to happen.
Well, we're excited to get the inside scoop from you guys. It will be really fun to hear. And it's interesting that you mentioned that bulletproof carriage versus the car, and that the car versus the carriage. And it's true, it's a different world.
It's a different world.
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Very different. So we're looking forward to it, and all of this kind of suggestions too for what people can do with
I mean, people are doing the viewing parties, and so we went to Opry and got this beautiful linen and these chairs. flowers, and
Right,
Coco and
that's a great
Fig did the
idea.
little desserts, and it's one of those fun things that people are doing, and there's a number of different viewing parties going on in the Twin Cities.
Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. Bon
You're welcome.
voyage.
Hey,
We
thank
wish you
you.
the best on your trip, and we'll look forward to hearing some updates
Yeah.
as you are there during the week, and certainly when you come back. In fact, Bruce and Matthew will return in a couple of weeks to bring you the royal post-wedding scoop. Until then, if you want more information on the wedding guys, go to KARE11.com and click on our Saturday show page located under news. We've created a direct link to their website. Thanks again.